Hi guys, happy Witchy Wednesday. So, alright, we're just gonna go back into the Traditional Witchcraft, so I don't know what one this is, 39? 40 almost? 40 parts of this. So, again, we have Artisson. So, alright, this next one that he wrote is called Home Again, Where We Always Were, and I love this one, so here we go. Alright, so okay, now when we rediscover the world of the senses and escape the mind of abstractions, we get away from the concepts that trapped us, we rediscover the soul. So the soul's always been here, yet you've been breathing it in and out with out all of your life without understanding that you had your treasure, your power with you, always. That's pretty interesting. It's a very interesting concept. So, you were possibly taught in school that air was just air. Just a simple gas, an invisible but important substance for us, but nothing sacred. So it was just what it appeared to be. It was nothing packed with spiritual powers, and certainly not really a tangible medium connecting you to both the world of stones and fires and water and to the spirit world. Wrong. So take some time, if you can, to understand what I came to understand years ago, even before Abram, that you have been trapped. So, since your formal education in the mind of concepts, which was engineered in you by our schools and our alphabetic culture, your soul was taught right away from you, without people even meaning to be because the people who taught you, if they believed in souls at all, thought that your soul was apart from your body, and ultimately that what happened to your body didn't matter compared to what happened to your eternal soul. Welcome to the alphabetized culture. It's true too. Very true. So, alright, now written language and the sort of mind of abstractions, it causes us to now is what stands between you and the truth behind the legends, folktales, the gods, myths, and the magic of the true ancient times. Literacy in language literally stands between you and the direct experience of your world. So this is why you can't see those mythical things, why you can't go among the fairy raid, itself a thing that legend says rode on winds through the sky, and why you can't come to the feet of the gods or the goddesses. So the mind of concepts, which has many uses today, and which we are forced to live primarily in, covers your mind and senses, and the soul like a crust blocking it. Yuck. Yeah, get that crust off. So luckily it can be cracked, and you can slip through the hedge. That's head witchcraft. So why am I blurry? Maybe it's a good thing. My hair is awfully messy. There we go. Alright, so okay. So, and you can slip through that hedge, through that crack, and can engage the mind of senses, the soul beneath it, so without having to do away with it completely. Thus, you can live in two worlds at once, the hallucinatory world created by the abstraction mongers, and the real world of power. So you'll discover that there that the beings of myth and legend are as real as the wind you felt on your skin the other day, or the heart of the sun, or the sound of the rain. They aren't just archetypes, or visualizations, or aspects of mysterious divinity. Nothing like that. They are persons, like we are. They can experience, too, like another human person can, or an animal person can. That's interesting. I like this. So, language and abstraction now stands between you and the world that you're a part of. And now, I'm going to show you a tactic for beating that little illusion in the mind. Pay attention. You might win a soul out of the deal. After all, we have quite literally, thanks to the mind of abstract concepts that rules us, lost our senses, and more to the point, lost our souls. And some of us can feel the pain of that. We thirst. We want to find what was lost so long ago. And I'm happy to report that we can if we are strong and clever. So, okay, I want to go into, I don't know, okay, here we go, yes. Alright, so we're going to go into the next part. So we already covered the other part of kind of blocking the soul. So, this one is pretty much not another teacher. So, as he says, greetings to the readership of the American Folkloric Witchcraft Organization. I am Robin Artisson, hedge crosser, renegade mystic, and troublemaker. I love this man. An author of note in a few of the out-of-the-way places and to a few of the way people, which is my favorite kind of place and my favorite kind of person. So he says, today I'm sitting down to write pretty substantial treatises about extraordinary matters for whoever wants to invest time in reading it. So as with all genuine bits of writing, this writing will be a journey of a type, in which I will attempt to lead the minds of my readers to various verbal junctures, and the road of mind and the new location of idea that might help them to deepen their connections to or understanding regarding the very old art of sorcery and practices of mystical awareness. Oh, I love this. I love him. He's amazing. Alright. So I don't know how good of a guide I am at this. I'll say why in a moment. But let me start by saying that I believe my power to really help other people understand anything new is limited by my own understanding. So, and that's true for everyone who presumes to teach or guide another. True for me too as well. So, where did I go? Okay, in our strange world of revivalist mysticism and revivalist old ways, at first glance it seems that we have precious little from the past to inform us in our sacred tasks. So that puts the on people to really activate deeper layers of themselves to make up for the ominous and huge gulfs that appear to exist between us and what we conceive as the mystically active but faded past. It's not so faded for me. So, and the power any person has to teach or guide is directly proportional to the extent that they have activated the deeper levels of themselves. So that is why I was always very unsure about the various people I have met over the years that tried to teach others, or even me. I stared at them and tried to look deep to see and hear more than what they said and did not. Oh, and did, but how they lived, how they handled life's challenges, and most importantly, what peace they seemed to have with themselves and this world. Who couldn't teach me or you, or anyone, anything of value if they weren't first attained somehow? So, maybe you're wondering if I doubt my own attainments. I'm a guy who has, through enormous effort, managed to have precious tastes of the soul and the unseen world. That is much true. Though that much is true and will remain true. So I have some basis to claim some attainment. But it is not enough for you, whoever you may be. Can I meet your needs? Do I have one missing piece of the puzzle that you might not have? So that we have a successful sharing? Even if I do, chances are you have some pieces I'm missing, and I'd like to have it. So it's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Sharing oral traditions, sharing of, our path, our ways. So, problem is, we can't know. We aren't directly and consciously together. We are meeting in a distant, hollow echo of written words. I'm a writer who really distrusts written words. And that, friends, is a terrible curse. I know, thanks to my greatest human teacher, how dangerous words are, and how deep or deceptive they are. Using words to gain some spiritual insight is really akin to using chemotherapy to gain some freedom from cancerous growths. There's a good chance it'll work, but it will exact a terrible cost from you. True, very true. So, at least with chemotherapy, you can feel the damage being done. With written words and the ghostly concepts they endanger in us, there's a great chance that you won't realize that you've actually become more alienated from the things the words are describing rather than closer. So that we will discuss soon. That's pretty it's very deep. It's very interesting. Alright, so consider this my fair warning about these words. I am typing right this instant. No matter what I say up from here on out, please, please, please hop on these words lightly, like a dragonfly touching for just a moment on a blade of grass before lifting off to fly again. I want you to fly, and when it comes to flying, that is something I can teach with certainty because I can fly. I like this. I like this man. I love what he has to say. It is so interesting. So now we have not quite Robin Redbreast. So here we go. This is the good part. It's all good. So, alright, now don't rush out to buy plane tickets to see me and demand a levitation show. I didn't say I could levitate. I said I could fly. I can, after quite a few years of the most extraordinary effort, experience directly the aerial liberation of the soul. I never feel trapped in a heavy body of flesh like a legendary witch on her flying besom or flying pole. I have discovered a sorceress secret which liberates the awareness from what appears to be body-centered fetter. Fetters are what, bind us to earthly attachments. So the world is spread out before me, and I am in me. I am free. I belong to all of it, and to me, and it to me. So there's nothing in it that I can't have or know. And I never imagined that, 18 years after I began my quest for the old way, that I'd be here now, able to grasp things that would have been inconceivable to me before. So, and he says, I didn't achieve this by escaping from my body. I did it by letting my body be what it is, instead of discovering what my senses really were. So, what my soul really was. So, in this art, a person never achieves anything by learning to hate what is there. So, what is apparent, what they feel every day, they achieve by learning to deepen their experience of what is there. What is apparent, what they feel every day. So the way to sorcery isn't always from the world, body, or senses, but through it. So please remember this always. Alright, now we've hit the first quandary of my writing here today, and please be patient because we'll likely hit several of these. So he says, I didn't plan what I'm writing here today. I never plan out things I write, nor things I say when I talk about these matters. So to plan it out would make it sound contrived and fake. So I am doing the only thing my heart says matters, writing directly from the inspiration of the moment, from what is before me now, from what I'm feeling now. Note to writers. So, now, this is an important exercise for me. I do this just to edify and even entertain you with some good perspectives on sorcery that I might have. I do it to make my connection with my own present mind and feelings stronger. So this is one of the sources of the power that I have attained, this attention to my moment and this world's moment. So I'm actually writing here as I am today. I didn't know which day I'd start this stream of written thinking and feeling, because the wind outside told me that today was the day. The morning I was outside and I had a conversation with the other than human being that we ordinarily experience as the wind. Maybe it was just that wind. I am never sure, because there is more than one, but I took it seriously. I love that. I love that. So, now as the quandary is that I don't really know where to go from here. I feel a lot to say in me, but I don't really quite know how to deal it out to you or how to deal it out to me. So I feel like telling you what's coming in this treatise as a way of hopefully keeping your attention. This stream of conscious type writing is sometimes hard for people to bear, and I know that, and I apologize beforehand. So in my long letter treatise today, I will write about how much we really do have when it comes to the old ways, and I will try to defeat, I hope, the idea that we really lack a lot from the ancestral pasts. I will write about how the wind matters and always mattered to the pagans of old, and to the witches of old and of late, how the wind is far more than we imagine it to be. I will write about the soul chiefly, and how I discovered mine, and how people can discover theirs in a vivid new way. I'll write about what the soul can do for you, citing examples from my own recent life. I love that. I'm also going to talk briefly about why we have to rediscover things at all, either our ancestral gifts or the soul. So I'll tie it all together with some examples from the ancestral past and tie it up with a ribbon of eldritch, sorceress aesthetic that can inflame your imagination enough to help you digest this all. So truly, it will be a witch's banquet for the discerning, and a mass of empty vomit for the masses that have lost their senses. I can't say that my before-mentioned topic will come in that order, or in a very neat way at all. Nothing in nature is neat and orderly, despite what you have heard and or thought you saw. Organic life is always a great, haphazard seeming mixture of countless forces, and the mind partaking of the organism at the most fundamental level is the same. So let yourself be a serpent in the flow of these water words, and coil and slide through without effort. Don't hurt your mind trying to make this something other than what it is. That's really interesting. He has some amazing words to say. So tomorrow I kind of want to go into the egotist and what might matter. So that's very interesting. The ego, yes, all of that good stuff. So, what do you guys think? Anything fun? Anything? I love it. I love what is going on. So, and I love Robin Artisson. You're one amazing man. Wow, my hair is really fucked up. But, anyways, so, happy Witchy Wednesday, guys. And I hope you all enjoy. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. So, I love you all the way from Venus, all the way back down. There we go. 9 days until the chilling adventures of Sabrina Part 3. It's going to be really good. I'm excited. So, alright guys, I love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow.